Hey everyone, welcome back to Stabicraft on the Sound. So in the Crabbing 2024 series, I'm back out here off of the northern side of Hat Island, anchored up in about 20-30 foot of water. Same general area we were at in one of the previous videos. Getting ready to come out and do some crabbing again. Had intended to film something different. Got here and realized in the rush to get here while trying to multitask and talking to some folks on the phone about other stuff in general while I was getting the boat prepped, I forgot one thing. I forgot my bait. So I don't have a single chicken leg on me. So day's ruined, right? Not necessarily. I spent a little time before I got to this location. After I realized this, I stopped a few times, dropped anchor, and once I found a hot spot, I just reeled in flatfish after flatfish. So the flounders, the sand dabs, forget what the term is called. I just generally refer to them as flounders generically. But I reeled in plenty of them, one after the other after the other. One pool I reeled in two at once that were both actually decent size. I'll put the picture of that up here, or video clip. Wasn't actually recording, just had my phone in my pocket, so I got a little footage of that. So what I'm gonna do before I drop my crab pots, I'm gonna go ahead and fillet these things up, because what I do have on me is my small cooler with my food and beverages that has some ice in it, and I usually keep some Ziploc bags in the boat. So I'm just gonna go ahead and clean all these fish I caught, get my fillets, get those bagged up, ready to take home and probably have for dinner tonight. And then all the entrails and the heads and everything else, I'm gonna save those and use what back home we'd simply refer to as cut bait. I'm gonna take that cut bait, I'm gonna stuff the bait boxes with those and drop them down here and see what happens. They're crab, they can't be that picky. I mean, they can't only wanna eat chicken. You would think that partial dead fish they'd be, or have more of a preference for. We'll find out. I have my crab cams rigged up in both pots so we can watch and see, and I'll try and stuff these things both evenly and see what we catch. So let's get them ready to go. I'll spare everybody the details of what it takes to clean the flounder. If anybody's interested, let me know. I'll post a video of that more individually later on, but for now I'm gonna clean them as fast as I can and we'll get the crab pots in the water. All right, so I've got my fish filleted. I ended up with a decent amount. I don't know if you can tell, this is a 2-gallon bag. It's got the fillets layered up in there. Be a decent amount of food. With over a half pound easily. Ended up some of the smaller ones, I didn't need them, I just threw them back. So I'm gonna throw these in the cooler. We'll grab our bait boxes, get them in the pots, and we'll get these things headed down. Pots have been down now about an hour. We're getting close, give or take a little, but it's starting to get late in the day. We'll swing by, pick them up, pull them in, and see if we have any crab activity since we were using our cut bait on them, right? Our leftover fish heads from the flounder I caught and filleted to take home for dinner tonight. Circle around, pull the pots, see what happens. We are lined up on the first set here pretty well. Here we go. All right, so to answer the question of does it work to use cut bait as crab bait, I would say, yeah, it works pretty well. We've got a lot in here, some very large ones. You can see some of the smaller ones there about to escape on their own. That one's a female. I'm sure some of the other ones here are females, and the females all go back. But this is just pot number 1 on the cut bait, and it seems to have done pretty well. So we'll cull these out, see which ones we're keeping, which ones we're tossing back, and go from there. So I'll leave the other cam running up here, and we'll start sorting them out. And same drill as before. Now that I have them, we will get them rigged up on the pot puller here as quickly as possible. We'll kick it back on, bring him in and see what this looks like. All right, not as good on this one. Still got a crab, right? Only this time around it's a red rock crab, which I personally do not care for. The shells on these things are, well, as the name implies, I think the rock comes from how hard their shells are. So this one's likely going to go back in, but we still caught one, which is more than last time. So we'll get the crab can video processed here, and we'll find out just exactly how well the crabs liked our bait, our cut bait. And you know, obviously one pot did really well. This one not as much, and this guy's going back, so I'm just not going to mess with that. But so overall, not a bad day out. We'll watch the video, see how it looks. When we're watching the video, we'll be able to find out if pulling them uniformly, like grabbing the puller, getting them up all in one go, if that made any difference and how they moved across the floor. And we'll find out. So stay tuned for more. Thanks for watching.